Do you believe that Jesus loved you so much that right now, if He came inside of this room, He'd come over and give you a big old hug and say, "Oh, I missed you"? You believe that? That's the Jesus I want to talk to you a little bit tonight. The one that's not high and mighty inside of some cloud floating away as some people think, but one that wants to be beside us each and every step of the day. I want to get a little bit of the word in you tonight and just let you be encouraged. Amen? We all need encouragement sometimes. You know, right now you're looking outside and you see the rain. Isn't it nice to know that, yeah, it's raining right now, but isn't it nice to know that the sun's going to be out one of these days? Amen?
Amen.
We need encouragement sometimes to know that the sun's going to come out. And trust me, what He just said, the sun's coming back one of these days, and we got to be encouraged by that.
Amen.
Just a little bit out of the book of Matthew tonight. Matthew chapter 8. I'm going to start at 23 there. It says, "And when Jesus, when He was entered into a ship with His disciples, they followed Him. And behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea, insomuch that the ship was covered with waves. But He was asleep." Now listen, it's talking about Jesus. Jesus got inside of a ship with His disciples. They started going across some water, and you know what? Jesus was a hard worker. He was a hard worker. He went from house to home to house, from sick person to sick person to sick person, praying over them, blessing them, talking about God, telling them, "I love you." You know what? If He was here tonight, trust me, He would not stop until He got to each and every one of you tonight.
Amen.
And told you how much He loved you, and how much He just wants to be with you. You got to believe that tonight. Jesus, at this point in time, had entered inside of a ship with His disciples. And it said He was asleep. Man, I've read about Jesus, how much determination He had, and so much work that He done. I know He must have been tired. To get in the back of a ship and go to sleep. And it said He entered in with His 12 disciples. And it says, and His disciples came to Him. Once they seen that the waves were starting to come up, there was a storm starting out of the water. And the disciples came to Jesus, and they woke Him, saying, "Lord, save us. We perish." And He said unto them, "Why are you fearful, O ye of little faith?" Listen, we read something like that and we say, "Oh, why would Jesus say we have little faith?" Can I be in agreement tonight whenever I say that most of you ladies in here have probably been mothers, grandmothers, aunts. You've seen a lot of storms in your life. Great-grandmothers, Miss Kirsten, God bless you. Most of you have seen a lot of storms in your life. Amen? You've went through some things inside of marriages, financial difficulty, maybe heartbreak, loss of family members. You've seen a lot of storms. Amen? You've been there. You've witnessed it. Now let me ask you something. It doesn't get much easier going through the next storm. But sometimes you have the faith to know that you're going to get through that storm. Just by what you went through in the past. Amen? Jesus, man of great faith. He was in the back of this ship. Amen. And he was asleep. The disciples came and they woke Him up and they said, "Lord, the boats are rocking. It's storming outside. It's raining." And they woke Him up. Jesus looked at him and He said, "Ye of little faith." Sometimes I've been a man of little faith. Sometimes I called out to Jesus and I said, "Lord, I know that you can do all things." When I read this story and I see where He calmed the sea, it automatically reminds me that anytime we call on Jesus and He says, "Peace, be still," and He calms the water, or in this case, He calmed the storm. Imagine one man having the power to say to the storm in the air, "Peace, be still."